There's no gainsaying the fact that Nigeria's democracy has come of age, but its impact is not that far-reaching as expected vis-a-vis the nation's electoral process. An effective democracy and electoral system is founded upon the ability to hold free and fair elections, independent and effective electoral umpire, effective policing, and incorruptible and responsive judiciary. For years, Nigeria has continued to grapple with insecurity, secessionist agitations, and daunting economic challenges. As the 2023 general elections draw near, it is no longer a hidden fact that majority of Nigerians want to use the election to change the present socio-economic narrative of the country. How can the nation's democracy be so strengthened to help in actualizing a credible, free, and fair election through a viable electoral process? A human rights activist, Bishop Dr. Sadolo Uche, said if the Electoral Act of 2022 is allowed to thrive, Nigerians' democracy will be the better for it. Dr. Friday Nwamagbe Igbinosa, he condemned the fielding of candidates by political parties based on monetary inducement, said such foundation is a recipe for bad leadership. On his part, a former state chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Otumba Mike Aledenika, said the transmitting of election results at voting centers occasioned by the new electoral law as exemplified in the recent Osun state election will no doubt deepen the nation's democracy as well as the electoral process. A political analyst, Ken Canada Igihon, advocated for participatory politics if the nation must reap the dividends of true democracy.
Now that we have a new electoral law, the best thing to do is to try it and see how best it will work. Until we try it, we will not be able to say emphatically that this new electoral law will work 100%.
Most of their candidates did not meet, they were not midwife through the right process. We all heard about vote buying and everything. $1,000 were freely used to coerce those who will choose their candidates.
If the political class brings out their best as choices for the electorate to select from, the electorate will vote. But if the political class bring out the dullest of them all, we are constitutionally duty bound to choose from their dullest.
But the way it is now, I believe our heroes, the people that fought for our national democracy, where they are now, if they can see, so to speak, they'll be regretting this was not what we fought for. But since the mistake has been made, it can be corrected.
The respondents, however, called for a synergy between the National Assembly and INEC in order to evolve a legislation criminalizing all forms of electoral malpractices.
Once INEC work with the National Assembly, and the National Assembly also listen to the people that they are representing, we'll be able to profile laws that will work to regulate electoral process.
Every one of us, you and I, are the one that are going to vote. We must go and vote. We must vote credibility. We must vote competence.
If INEC gets its house right and they do the needful and they applied all the applicable laws as to the conduct of elections and they present to us a level playground.
How do I contribute to nation building? Nigeria will remain where it is because it is not for the few, it is for all of us.
It is the hope of every Nigerian that the 2023 general election will set in motion a process that will consolidate on our democracy and lay the foundation for a credible electoral process as largely canvassed for by well-meaning Nigerians. From Benin, Agedo Michael Musa Joy, EBS News.